Maddest, welcome aboard. How you doing? Let's see. We had 2 votes in there. I threw in a tiebreaker just in case. That's Abyssia and Agartha were what we voted for. Not a whole lot of time left to vote. We'll see what the spicy boys can do for us. We won our previous game as Nidavangir, so the time has come to make a new Pantocrator. Abyssia is a hot wasteland, at the center of which lies a great volcano that is not Muspelheim, whose lava-lit caverns are inhabited by magma-born humanoids. Their flesh radiates heat and they are not harmed by flames. Abyssians are stronger than humans and use very heavy armor and weaponry. Bows are not used as they would burn to cinders in the glowing hands of the Abyssians. The war machine of Abyssia includes salamanders, lizard-like beings composed of the same hot lava-born flesh as the Abyssians, the anointed of Rao, and the anathemant priests of the flame cult practice blood sacrifice to strengthen the power of the awakening god. The warlocks of the Smolder Cone, a newly formed magical order, practice blood magic also, and search for suitable blood slaves in conquered lands. Abyssians prefer to live in extremely hot places. They do not farm or hunt for a living, so their income and supplies are not affected by the growth or death scales of a province. However, the population will still slowly die in Abyssia-controlled provinces with death scales. The Squeakening is coming. Hello, Pikachu. What's up? Timo, welcome aboard. Oh, that's right. The Abyssia Warlord is one of the units in Prophet form. The Red Menace, yep. The Warlords are the warrior chiefs of Abyssian society and radiate a hellish heat characteristic of their race. They lead Abyssians in war and plunder. Warlords are chosen on the basis of superior strength and fighting prowess. They are large in size, and strong enough to use twin axes in battle. Since warlords fight their way to prominence, they are respected and feared by their troops. Good leadership, Taskmaster +2, ambidextrous, 19 hit points, size 4, protection 18, attack 12. These are some nasty boys. It's time to breed, my man. Yep. Beast Trainers. +3 Beastmaster. Leadership 25. Beast Trainers are entrusted with the task of taming and training salamanders for battle. They are armed with iron prods, which they use to drive the salamanders. The Beast Trainers also have a mystical power that keeps animals from attacking them, making them very useful for dealing with wild beasts, such as salamanders or scorpions. Uninspiring. Their Prophet form adds extra heat aura and damage or something like that. Just came for a wholesome verse live video that had some inexplicable squeaking noises. I see. Also, exploding sacred units are fun. Animal Awe 4. The Slayer. That's right, our basic scouts are also assassins. The Slayer is an Abyssian assassin. He can pass through enemy territories and try to assassinate their leaders with his poison daggers and superior poking powers. Also, are their axes on fire or something? No, their axes are not, in fact, on fire. But they themselves are on fire. Well, not quite on fire. They radiate a heat aura. Anathemant Salamander. We've got a Fire 2. Holy One boy. The authority of the Abyssian warlords is limited to acts of war. In all other matters, Abyssia is ruled by the Anathemants and their anointed of Rao. Anathemant salamanders are lowly priests of the Abyssian flame cult. Anathemants excel in fire magic, and use fire not only to incinerate infidels, but also feed the anger inherent in the hearts of all Abyssian warriors. The Anathemant practice human sacrifice to empower their master's dominion by the magic inherent in human blood. Anathemant salamanders are Abyssians that radiate the hellish heat characteristic of their race. Is this confirmation that only human blood sacrifices are valid? Always nice to see one of the big culprits of shit going wrong. Yep. They ain't M.A. Machaca's Bane Spiders. They're kinda hot. Yeah, these are the spicy boys. You do fire magic. That's it. Anathemant Dragon. 3 fire, 1 earth. And level 2 priest. The Anathemant caste was formed by the anointed of Rao to perform the many ceremonies of the flame cult. These sacral mages administer the procession ceremonies and sacrifices in lesser temples of the kingdom. In the temple of the all-consuming flame, they serve the anointed ones at the high sacrifices of the inner fire, where Anathemant salamanders are not allowed. Anathemant dragons are Abyssians and radiate the hellish heat characteristic of their race. Yep, he's got a bonker. For all the human sacrifice we've been talking about, I'm not seeing a lot of blood on these guys. Demon Bread. An even fatter assassin. Deep in the smolder cone, the warlocks of Abyssia experiment with their brethren to create superior beings. The demon bred are the most successful of these creatures, part demon, part Abyssian. They share the strengths and weaknesses of both. The demon bred are bound by their nature to serve their masters as slaves. Trained as assassins, they deliver death to the enemies of their warlock masters. Demon breds radiate the hellish heat, blah blah blah. Do not actually count as demons. All blood kept among the black boys. Demon bred are flying assassins, though. Yeah, they're good. Warlock's Apprentice. Here's where we start getting the blood. 75 gold, not sacred. Hold on. 60 gold a year for these boys. How about you? 98 gold a year. 9 research. 7 research. Much cheaper. I guess these are going to be my research monkeys. Only Blood 1. Sucks to suck. Blood 1 is better than Blood Nothing. But they don't have inherent decay weapons. The other guy was Sacred, right? Is that calculated? I believe it is. Also, Veromnus, welcome aboard. Don't let me forget to give you a shout out. How are you doing, Veromnus? Wait, you said decay blades. This is 15 damage strong poison dagger. This is also 15 damage strong poison dagger. So I don't know what you're talking about, decay. Then, of course, we've got the full-fledged warlock, who is astral blood, with a potential for more astral blood. Adept crossbreeder. The Warlocks of Smoldercone are mages of a newly formed order. They experiment with blood magic and summoning and binding of otherworldly beings and the creation of new species. Their most recent experiments are the demon bread. Warlocks are Abyssians that blah 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 blah. These are the crossbreeders. They're interested in breeding and breeding accessories. They're fairly reasonably priced for what you get. And then the Anointed of Rao, who are Fire 4, Earth 1, Holy 3 priests, which means we could get ourselves a Holy 5 by making one our prophet. They have firepower, fire shield, heat. They've got 25 hit points. They cost a staggering 630 gold. The Anointed Boys are one of your favorite mages. They are potent. The cursed bastards that created catgirls and shit. Are there abyssal catgirls? Is that what you're trying to tell me? M.A. Machaca Bane spiders, what you talking about when you said decay? Ah, okay, I see. Heat 13. So, part of me wants to thug one of these guys out. He's just gonna put everything around him to sleep. The first Abyssians sprung from the fires of Rao were large, magmatic beings, barely resembling humans at all. Slowly, these monstrosities developed into humanoids. With every generation, the fires of Rao grew cooler in their bodies, and the flaming children of Rao became smoldering Abyssians. Abyssians of prominent heritage are larger and surrounded by flames. They are called Burning Ones and are sacred to the degenerates. Only Burning Ones can become high priests of the Flame Cult and Anointed of Rao, and they are the undisputed rulers of Abyssians. The Anointed Ones have formed the Order of Anathemans to administer ceremonies and burn offerings at the many temples of the kingdom. He's constantly in Super Saiyan mode, yep. And then what do we get for troops? We get the Abyssian Infantry. He is a Battle Axe Boy with attack 10, which is garbage. He does hit very hard, so okay against stuff like giants. We've got the Flail Boy. Now that attack skill 10 goes up to 12 if we fight something with a shield, which means he's very good at bapping Red Pants Man. No defense to speak of, but we've got fat protection and good hit points. 20 gold per head, though. The Abyssian Infantry. This is basically an M.A. Ulm soldier, except tougher. And they give 0 dams about projectiles. And the same boy, but with a Morning Star. Another +2 damage against shield, or +2 attack versus shields. With an actual defense stat. And a tower shield. No edgy black armor, though. I mean, it's gray. The Misbred. Part undead demon. Hold on. The demon bred are not considered part undead demon, but these are. This creature is connected to the underworld and has some demonic ancestry, but isn't a true demon or undead. It can only be led by commanders with undead leadership, but it cannot be banished, and it is not affected by demon and undead slaying spells, since it is a creature of this world. Regensham, welcome aboard. How you doing? It's got the big heat. Deep in the smolder cone, the warlocks of Abyssia experiment with their brethren to create superior beings. The misbreds are defective, malformed, and sometimes prematurely aged demon breds. The misbreds are bound by their nature to serve their masters as slaves. While the demon bred are trained as assassins, the misbreds are given purpose in life by the axe they wield. Misbreds radiate a hellish heat. They must be led by a major commander with undead leadership. Don't look at the stats. I'm looking at the stats. Yeah, they can't hit. However, fire magic got buffed with actual buff spells, so we can get that attack skill up a little bit. You feel like you're about to fall asleep any moment now. Oh dear. Well, Regin, I hope you have a lovely night. Salamander. Salamanders are fiery lizards born in the lava pits of Abyssia. Their flesh glows and flames lick their bodies. When feeling threatened, the salamander can erupt in a blazing ball of heat and flames. This attack exhausts the lizard, but will surely kill unprotected humans. Special trainers armed with iron prods drive them forth in battle. Fire Flare. Area of effect 1. Fatigue cost 15. 20 fire damage. It's a melee attack. Anyway, you may want to enable the rename redeem. Oh, thank you, Regin. Don't mind if I do. I am neither high energy nor low energy today. Somewhere in the middle. Though I am yawning a lot. And then finally, the Burning Ones. Double Morning Star. The Turkey Baster. Big lizard, half-demon boys with spears. Well, the Burning Ones are sacred. With double Morning Star, they've got fire power, which is amazing. Bad formation fighters. -2. I think you only get 1 per tile. -2 means they count as size 6. Or it just doesn't mean... Yeah, because if there's 2 of them. You shall subject yourself to this terrible universe once more. Fantastic. I'll make it so. They've got Heat 6, they've got Fire Shield, they're Berserkers, they've got 18 Protection, they've got 12 Attack Skill, which is going to go up by 3 in Heat 3. And then you can bless them with even more attacks that are just going to hit things and they're going to kill them because they're big, strong boys. And of course we've got the Smolder Cone, which gives us 5 fire gems per turn. And the Temple of the All-Consuming Flame, which gives us another fire gem per turn. This is all fire all the time. So you just checked. Warlord Prophet form goes straight to level 3 Priest, like all of them do. Has heat power and adds +1 Taskmaster and Ambidextrous plus a couple of stats. So a Prophet Warlord gets some significant bonuses. Even though I would really like to get an Anointed of Rao. Urnlicker the Doomed. Alright, that's 3 names we've got to queue up. Turkey Baster Regin. So he gets an extra point of Taskmaster and Ambidextrous. Interesting. Be a bit risky to actually send him into battle, but hey. The heat power is nice, though. Okay, we've actually got to make our god. Taskmaster boosted salamanders. Defense 6. Yeah, they don't do defense. What kind of god of Abyssia do we desire? The good old Moloch. The Moloch is an infernal angel, called or sent from beyond, winged and dressed in horror. He will crush this world and make its inhabitants slaughter one another, and suffer the torment of the inferno. The Moloch is a powerful and mighty warrior and demonic servant that will come to his... and demonic servants will come to his aid whenever he goes into battle. The Moloch will surely shatter the world unless he is vanquished. Really can't do Mr. Fahrenheit in here? Damn. Combat caster, blood fire, turmoil scales, not exactly, Scorpion King. This is a neat boy. Earth, fire, heat. Unfortunately, he's a turmoil boy. The Scorpion King is a spirit of destruction and terror, given divine power by a previous Pantocrator. The beast was placed as a monstrous guardian in the path to immortality beyond Mount Mashu. With the disappearance of the Pantocrator, the beast has claimed the secrets beyond Mashu and arrived to wreak destruction and havoc upon the world. The Scorpion King is a hideous and twisted, with the body of a huge scorpion and the upper torso of a scaly. It is a mighty beast. You see turmoil scale and almost always lose. Yeah, I know. This I've complained about this before, and so have the boys over at the Dominions podcast, that they take... Illwinter took a bunch of expander chassis that people aren't inclined to use anyways, and then made them worse by giving them these terrible scales. Because, I don't know, they don't like it when you do things. The Golden Lion. Born at the dawn of time, the Golden Lion represents an earlier era when monsters and giants roamed the world. The Golden Lion is a huge lion with a golden pelt almost impervious to physical harm. It is believed to be the progenitor of the Chitharonic lions. The monster ravaged the land of men and brought destruction and strife until the previous Pantocrator rose to power and imprisoned the beast. Invulnerable 25. Not too shabby. Slashing and pierce resistant. What happens when you pick a turmoil scale? Modifies the cap. It doesn't matter if you didn't want to order. Theoretically, yes. Hey, look, it's the Myrmicolian. Another turmoil boy. And population killer. Yamazanadu, welcome aboard. How you doing? And thank you for the sub. 33 months. Only 3 more to go. Good lord, Yama. Thanks for hanging out all this time. And a glutton. Let's see, what do we got here? The Hierarchosphinx. Born at the dawn of time, the Hierarchosphinx represents an early... Yeah. The body of a lion and the head and wings of a great falcon. It was given divine might and authority by the Pantocrator and served as a guardian spirit of the realm and kingdoms under the sun. It's a good boy. This thing looks like some fucked up titan from Dwarf Fortress. It is. Hanging out has become such a regular feature of your weekday evenings over the past few years, you don't really know what to do with yourself when I'm not streaming. Oh dear. I'm glad to have given you something to do. Truly. Let's see. The Man-Eater. The Urmahulu. Cthulhu. Astral Air. The Urmachlulu is a guardian spirit, given divine might by Pantocrator. It has realized the aspirations of the other pretenders, and will protect its subjects by donning the mantle of God itself. I feel like this thing doesn't have a full description. It was given divine might by the Pantocrator and is just gonna do its thing. What are the Dominion 3 gods like? Although the description usually says huge skinless elk has poisonous breath, its eye socket's empty. Up here, we've got the Lord of Summer Plague. Death and heat scale limit. You know what? +1 heat scale is good for us. The Lord of Summer Plague is a titan who claims dominion over the summer heat. When the heat comes, drought and famine, plague and pestilence. The lion-headed god is a god of death, and his bow strikes men with death or disease. One of the very few pretenders that wasn't punished over a minor slight by the previous Pantocrator. I don't know, there's a bunch of them here like this boy. He's got no description whatsoever other than, yeah, he's a death god. Lord of the Desert Sun. Same thing, but without the death. Lions follow him during battle and will come to his aid. Oh, this guy's tempting. He seems like a good boy. Mad Crow needs no description. What do we got? The Lahat of Fate. +1 luck scale limit, and +3 and Astral Mage 3, Fortune Teller. A lot of these pretenders are older pretenders from Dawn 3 or earlier and have very truncated descriptions. There's the Solar Disc. He's only got 50 hit points and no armor, so you will never ever use him. And if you do, he will die. Level 3 fire magic. He gives you the extra heat scales. He's got some attacks. He does strike people blind who attack him. Clearly you Phoenix Pyre the Solar Disc. Yes, that is exactly what you do. The Neteret of Joy. Not really something Abyssia has too much. Oh look, it's Thoth. Nethead of the Moon. 3 Astral. Inspiring Researcher. Extra luck and magic scales. This boy might not actually be too bad to have around. Solar Disc. When you played first time, he got crossbow bolt in the head and died. Oh no. Netter of many names. Magic power, an inspired researcher. None of these are... I'm surprised there's no spicy titans. You get the 2 lion-headed boys, but really these are just like your bog standard boys. We've got Astral Fire on Horus over here. Yeah, we've got the Egyptian style lads hanging around. Ooh. Fire, Water, Astral. Now this is a tempting boy. The Nether of Kings. How the hell did a crossbow deal 50 damage? I mean, it could happen, theoretically. The Law of the Sky, he's pretty standard. Law is a giant of divine heritage. A previous Pantocrator gave him mandate over the desert skies. When Jinun, demons and primordial beast rebelled against the Pantocrator and attacked mankind, Ilah became a warrior against the wicked. With time, mankind began to worship Ilah as a god, and the Pantocrator was furious and imprisoned him for eternity. That sounds like a good man. What do we got here? The Ilah of Sacred Mountain. Oh, he starts with a sight. The Ilah's made him guardian of the mountain which the sun revolves, around which the sun revolves. When men encountered the sacred mountains, they were led by a serpent to its summit. Here they approached the Ilah, and they began to worship him as a god. Big mistake. Oh, we get a free mountain. But what site does he start with, I wonder? Ilwinter? Yeah, it doesn't want to tell us. That's pretty neat, though. The Ilah of the Moon. It's a cow. I feel like there should be something spicier in here. We've got the Rock, the God Block. Can't stop the block. Can't stop the block. You can't stop the block. The God Block is a huge carved stone block, inhabited since time immemorial by a spirit of vast powers. Once worshipped as a god, the spirit attracted the attention of the previous Pantocrator and was bound to the block and bereft of powers. With the Pantocrator gone, the powers have begun to manifest themselves, and it is now worshipped as a reawakening god, ready to claim the earth. It is completely immobile, and cannot move even by magic. Sad. Big fan of Big Rock. You didn't really see the appeal of these Dom 3 gods right now. I don't blame you. Maybe the Lord of the Desert Sun might be nice. Or, there's... the Nether of Kings is pretty good. There was another boy. Where is he? Urmahulu is pretty nice. There isn't any. Dom 3 gods are usually regarded as poor value propositions. Some people take them dormant to have a centerpiece mage with high hit points for big mid-game fights. There are a few with certain abilities that make them somewhat attractive, like Isis with her Inspiring Researcher. Yeah, Inspiring Researcher is quite nice. Netherit of Joy, that is really something that doesn't fit with who we're playing. Why are there 3 tombstones here? One with a reaction image. The Bethiel of Stars. Oh, looks like someone needs to get deleted. Zap! Get disintegrated. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not feeling particularly inspired here. Only a handful of pretenders have plus luck on them. And most of them are titans. If you want luck 3, odds are good, you need a titan. The Nether of Crafts is actually pretty good as well. Wait, who was the one that actually... Yeah, Luck, Magic Scale, Nether of the Moon. The Nether's Giant of Divine Heritage gave him power, knowledge, the moon and stars, and the wisdom of how to use it. As the guardian of the celestial bodies, he observed what was, what had been, and what would come to pass. During the rebellion of lesser gods, he observed but did not interfere on either side. For this, the Pantocrator imprisoned him for eternity. Now with the Pantocrator gone, his astral prisoner is weakening, and he will return to guide the world as he wills. Well, at least he didn't go to Tartarus. The shame is extra magic paths cost 60. Yeah. Mullock. I don't really want a Mullock. I like taking Virtue, I don't like taking Mullock. The Solar Serpent. What's down here, by the way? A Great Warlock. He's an adept crossbreeder with Blood 1. Whoop-de-freaking-do. God Spider. For big spider action. Lich Queen. Why? They randomly make Lich Queen a separate chassis. I find it very odd. Netter of the Moon could be an early, I think a dormant Netter of the Moon would probably be good. There's always the Azzy, which is the three-headed dragon of I Will Wreck Your Day. Lich Queen, of course, being weaker than Master Lich. There's the reason why his Master is in his name. You're feeling a Dom 1 dormant with Scales Bless. So you're feeling the usual. Ozzy really will wreck your day. Yeah, he will. You got it, boss. I so frequently go with the Dom 1 Rainbow. Oh, there is the Divine Glyph. This is an orderly heat scale Astral Fireboy. Sacred Geyser, probably not. The Bronze Colossus. The Bronze Colossus is a huge statue that has come to life from being worshipped for centuries. When the Pantocrator disappeared, its bronze body became animate, and people found new hope. The Colossus is mindless, and mostly does what its worshippers would believe it would do. Yeah, the Colossus can move. It does not have trample. You need to make the trample shoes for it. And then once it has the trample shoes, it will be unstoppable. The Bronze Colossus is utterly ridiculous. It's absurd. What do you think? Bronze Colossus? Bronze Colossus Expander? It costs an arm and a leg, and you can't take it awake, but it will solo armies. Can this guy fatigue out? He's inanimate. Inanimates lack life force and aren't affected by certain spells. Inanimate beings are also immune to diseases and afflictions. And affliction healing effects. Oh, really? Does that mean immune to disease and affliction healing effects? So if this thing's arm falls off, you can't get the arm back. He cannot gain fatigue by fighting, but he will gain fatigue by casting spells, and because he's an innate caster, he will be casting spells. You know what, this guy will be funny. Even though this is a terrible god for Abyssia. Bronze melts under heat. I don't care what that 15 fire resistance says. So he must be dormant. We'll take some death scale. We'll take some more heat scale because we have heat power. Definitely take that light. Take that luck. Take that magic. We're gonna need that productivity. A little bit of order, a little bit of that, there we go. We could take a second point of debt. I said debt, I meant death. Oh no. Oh no, I don't like this. What if I go this way? 7. There we go. You're glad I'm embracing death. I mean, it's very thematic for Abyssia. Also, my thoughts on death really changed when they changed how population works, so if your population is below the mean, you just get a population growth boost to cancel it out. Wow, these slayers are pretty good at actually assassinating, yeah? Death feels a lot better to take in Dom 6 because of the innate pop growth, yep. Freefall, welcome aboard, how are you doing? Oh, hold on. We need bless effects. Well, obviously we need reinvigoration. Double reinvigoration. 5 points left. Swiftness will get extra defense and movement on our sacred murder boys. Reconstruction. That's actually a good point. This will be regeneration for our god. Thunder weapons. Air Shield, Windwalker. All sacred units will be able to march one province further per month. Air Shield. Reconstruction would give your pretender regen. That'd be very scary when he wakes up. That would cost me 5 points. I have 1 point left. I kinda like the reinvigoration. But it's the only way for him to keep his health up. Blessed inanimate units, such as sacred statues or telastic animates, will reform their bodies and recover from damage. You would also be faster with this swiftness. Have you ever seen a province switch polarity, though? Go from above or below or vice versa without blood hunting? Well, remember when I had 5 growth going, and I just had population growth malices that completely ruined everything? So, do I want swiftness, which is +1 defense and 30% movement speed for my sacreds, or double reinvig for all of my mages and my god? Probably something like this would be good. There's a lot of events that decimate populations. Yes. Alright, we're gonna go with this. His most spiciness. His most spiciness. What should I... Don Pepperino. His most spiciness, Don Pepperino. I think that works. Not my best name. But I seem to have a dearth of creativity today. Hot tamale aficionado would also be a good one. You're contemplating? Where are my hot tamales? I haven't had hot tamales in a little while. Not since the trip to Seattle, where I got a 2-pound bag of them for like $5. It was great. They were fresh, too. His divine hot tamale salesman. Bronze, cold bronze, the master of men all. Bringer of the divine hot tamale. There we go. All praise the bringer of the divine hot tamale. Alright, let's actually create a world to fight on. We'll do the good old circle cave. I've come to really enjoy the twirling sea. Large map. Wrap around in all directions. Could also do the Forbidden Center. No one can start in the center. I have a feeling having north, south, and east-west wraparound can cause this to be very weird. Can do a no wraparound for a change? Sure, why not? No wraparound. Just this once. Enter game name, Spicy Boys. Turn the AI up to mighty. Load the bringer of the divine hot tamale. Let's go. Renaming allowed. Let's see. What do we do with thrones? Goiz loses half a cap circle to the edge. Oh, probably. What do we do with thrones? Let's have 6 level 3 thrones. And let's require 4 of them to be captured. that should be doable. You want Abyssia and Conquest of Elysium just for them to be eaten by Ictiids, Tatsus, and Green Oozes. Ah, they deserve it. We gotta finish our group game, by the way. I haven't forgotten about it. I don't know, maybe a bonus stream for it. Fine-tuning start positions. Surely that does not mean, we're gonna get body blocked. Oh, hey, we're underground. I forgot about that. Alright, this'll be... Turkey baster. Scroll up a little bit. Yeah, there was Turkey Baster, Regin, and Ernlicker the Doomed. I suppose this can be Regin Sherm. Become Prophet, Turkey Baster. Go down here. Was his default name Beelzebub? Maybe. So, what do we recruit turn 1? Salamanders are very pricey. Though I'd imagine they're also very good early on. You're prepared to serve the faith. Jobry, welcome aboard. How you doing? I've got 2 names queued up now. So we could go for 2 beast trainers. Or get our first set of researchers out. I think we focus on getting our research going. We're underground. We're not likely to run into anyone with shields. Oh, we can actually get a respectable number of burning ones. Also go for some slayers to help ease the underground expansion. Slayers? We've got misbred and burning ones. Misbred are much cheaper. Oh, I would need undead leadership for them. 17 hit points. Perfect dark vision. You like recruiting holy commanders turn 1 underground because you can run into shades. As long as used for more than priests. I mean, my original thought was to save up and get an anointed of Rao and give them prophet status so they could become level 5 priests. But apparently you get a bunch of bonuses for making a warlord your prophet. So, how many of these guys could I get? I could actually get a lot of these guys. Holy damn, I can get a lot of these boys. A whole bunch of misbred. And this boy does have, he has a little bit of undead leadership. I would have to get a warlock. So I can bring 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. The disadvantage of misbred is they need undead leadership and tend to be old and have afflictions. That's the benefit of misbred. You can get a ton of them quickly. So I could bring 10 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But then they'd have to go with my researcher. Huh. And my sacreds aren't going to be super great. They're going to have reinvigoration, and that's it. Because I didn't go for a fancy bless, because we're going to have a big stompy god. Like, early on, we need bulk. This would just clear out my entire gold supply. Your slayer tried to assassinate an awake pretender in their capital. Damn statues. Yep. Like, I see the number of misbred I can get, and think, great, but then I need the undead leadership, which I don't have. I can't actually get that many salamanders, unfortunately. Even though they'd probably be good to mix in with the troops, but I don't have a beast trainer for them either. So maybe I just get the big stompy boys for now. What research did we get? We started with alteration, which doesn't get us a lot. Yeah, alteration never really gets as much, not until like level 5. Evocation, of course, would be nice. We did start with a point of blood magic, and we get access to infernal... Wait, infernal breeding is special for us. Yeah, there's crossbreeding, but then there's infernal breeding. The warlocks of Abyssia have experimented with crossbreeding since they first discovered blood magic. Under the influence of infernal magic, Abyssians, humans, and giants are crossbred with demons, salamanders, and other beasts. In the early days, most of the experiments were conducted on Abyssians, but the wars with Hinnom made the blood of giants occasionally available. In later times, humans and human-breds have dominated the breeding stock, and Abyssian crossbreeds are rarer. Due to the creation process, many hellspawn suffer from various afflictions and early aging. How expensive are my regular troops? They're 20 gold a pop. Okay, just trying to assassinate this statue. Don't think he has any other commanders. You throw a shatter hammer on him. Attack skill 9. Attack skill 9. Attack skill 9. 9 across the board. So I can't, because of the resource cost, I can't get too many boys, so I may as well get my big stompy lads for the first wave. Enchantment, ignite arrows. We unfortunately do not have any arrows to ignite. Inner Furnace at level 5. Entire battlefield. Caster invokes the power of Rao to strengthen the heat burning in every Abyssian. All soldiers on the battlefield have their area of their heat effect increased. Oh, that's neat. So, improved heat aura. But again, nothing else to do here other than heat from hell, which is also good. Thaumaturgy is where we probably want to go, because that's where we get Battle Fury for the +2 attack and morale effects. Rage, 1 person. No. Furious Warriors at level 4. And the Prison of Fire. Gift of the Furies at level 5. With 5 fire income, you might just want Conjuration. You know what? You're right. We can start doing Nest of Salamanders. And Will-O-Wisps. And Fire Elementals. Suddenly, Malphas the Warlock appeared at the gates of your fortress. Well, look who we have here. Oh boy, a turn 2 hero again. Luck scales paying off once more. Suddenly, Malphas the Warlock appeared at your gates of your fortress. Also, the name Malphas, he may as well be named Evil McBaddude. Malphas's earlier years are shrouded in mystery. He arrived at the Smolder Cone and convinced the Anointed of Rao that he could serve them and give them even greater power. He was allowed to form a new order of mages in the caverns underneath the Smolder Cone. His adepts soon began experimenting with blood magic and crossbreeding under the supervision of Malphas. Demons and devils are summoned from the abyss and bred with Abyssians to create half-demons born in this world. Malphas's influence has grown, with his order of warlocks and some paranoid anointed fear that the warlocks will remove them from power entirely. Don't you dare pin this on luck scales! This is your time, manipulation. Paradox Mage, this is 100% due to luck scales. Paranoia, that is to say, correct. Unexpected event, we found two Earth gems. Alright, so, we just got this boy. We just, out of the blue, got our hands on a 4 blood, 2 astral, 3 fire mage. He is the best crossbreeder at skill level 8. Oh, hold on, he can shape change. What is this? Oh, he can turn into a demon. He may in fact be a demon. Ain't that cute? Research for me. Nagar Sanel. Congratulations, you are now Earn Liquor. I don't remember what Pikachu wanted it called. Where is it? Earn Liquor the Doomed. There we go. Earn Liquor the Doomed. You are green with strong feelings. Lemuria ass name. Alright. Well. 24 research. We have effectively gotten the equivalent of 3 more Warlock apprentices on the research table. That is entirely too many Cynocephalians. However, we also have an absolutely pitiful number of Zots nearby. I'm going to go north because it will give me access to more border provinces, giving me more opportunities. Okay, line formation. Actually, skirmish formation. Or just regular box. Divine Blessing. No, I would actually rather just 2 Sermons of Courage. The Word of Stone. Good enough for what we're doing. Dogs are terrifying. Yeah, the Cynocephalians, I've learned, are certainly dangerous pests. Well, I'm happy with our current trajectory. Construction of magic trinkets. Getting to level 3 construction would give us access to jars of fire, which would be amazing. And soul contracts. Hold and attack flyers. There we go. Let's see how the Battle of Deep Mountain goes for us. Some of our boys are so spicy they're on fire. Servant of Courage completely missed. I don't think anyone even died there. Yeah, that's all of them dead. I'm surprised the rest of these bats did not flee. Ah, there we go. Took them a second. More Cynocephalians, but also more bats. Lots of ghouls and soulless. Well, I'm just gonna continue carving a path forward. Bat's slightly weaker than dog. You think of the possible backstory of Urnlicker as breaking into crypts and licking urns. Yeah, that stands to reason. Also, Jobri, you are now in. Why did that... There we go. Congratulations, Jobri. You are going to be studying for the rest of your existence. We have access to 24 resources. And a little bit of gold. 24 is not enough for an Abyssian infantry. Could get 4 misbred, though. They're pretty decent. Not unlike real life. Nightcloak, welcome aboard. How you doing today? Malphus and already got... Yeah, Abyssia and already got Malphus. Yeah, I got him turn 2. I ended turn and immediately got Malphus. Regenshern is incensed by this. Which is all the funnier. Malphus showed up as soon as it was possible for to show up. He's desperate. He needs to breed. He needs to serve. Being stalked by a ghost that's constantly nagging him about his life choices. Foul play. Time magic is certainly at play. Malphus has a world to ruin. Yep. Yeah, we can get 3 salamanders, or we could get 4 demon bread. We can get 4 demon bread. Marverni is on the surface. Oh, that's funny. Okay, now there's some Burkiti. And we found a copper deposit for 30 extra gold, which is good. And what is on the surface here? Deer Tribe. Only 50 Deer Tribe. I think we should go fight the Deer Tribe. Establish our above-ground presence while we can. That is the gist of the joke character. You don't understand. I'm one pretender away from becoming a Heliophagus for real. I need this right now. Hold on. Let's save a little bit of gold by only having the 10 points of defense here. There we go. One more demon bread. Now this is very expensive. Also, I should get one dragon. I don't have the money for him, though. The reason why I want to get one dragon is so he can start site searching. I could get a warlock for that blood astral. I'll pick up one warlock for site searching purposes. Your dragon lad can then fight the ghouls. Oh, he does actually have good leadership. The only problem is, I will get the dragon next. I will get the warlock first. One, because he's cheaper. And two, he'll be able to lead the misbred. Mostly, I'm interested in site searching for blood astral. Or what if I 260, 365. It's a lot of burning ones. Not a lot of burning ones, I should say. Maybe one more apprentice for research purposes. Warlocks were totally necessary for your multiplayer game as EA Abyssia. You used them to magic duel 2 thrones you had no business of getting. Fantastic. Yeah, Xanadu, I am still angry about that one game where I attempted to magic duel a throne, and of the 6 or 7 mages I had scripted to cast magic duel, only 3 of them did each time, and I don't know why. And I still don't know why, and no one could provide any explanation for why, so I'm still in the dark, and I don't know, and I'm angry. We are already at Conjuration 1. Conjuration 2. Summon Spectral Infantry. This spell will summon the spirits of a few formidable Abyssian warriors who have died in battle. These spirits are called Smolder Ghosts, and are even fiercer fighters now that they've died. Interesting. I don't blame you, you'd be pretty pissed too. I want to know why. Like, it has shaken my faith in the game working. Because I don't know what the problem is. Pride of Lions. Why do we have Pride of Lions? Smolder Ghosts look cool, but I don't have the death income. These guys can get fire and earth. I don't actually have death access. Your faith in the game is so shaken you feel paralyzed on many levels when playing. A new famous hero, Regin Shuren's brave deeds and heroic battle prowess. Let's go. We have big armor, so the Deer Tribe is not going to do a whole lot. That bush is on fire. Oh no, this guy has a limp. That means he's going to die. dragon. Oh, it takes 2 turns to get a dragon. That sucks. That's fine though. We can make do. So, we're on the surface. The Sinks. Province has 520 enemies, consisting of shade beasts, militia, swamp dragons, archers, and light infantry. A huge Lenormand was seen towering over the army. It seems to be commanded by Nidhogger the Lenormand, who radiates power. Interesting. Light and heavy infantry, let's go. Actually, let's go fight the Jaguars first. Damn it, I cannot get any commanders yet. I don't have the gold to build a fort anyway, so it's fine. Yes, Nidhogger the Lenormand. What is wrong? What is wrong, Regin? This sounds perfectly normal and kosher. There'll be a Conjuration 2, which would give access to Fire Ants, which I can't have. Once we get to 3, we get Phoenix Power and Lesser Fire Elementals, which will be good. Yeah, Lesser Fire Elementals might be enough to let me move out and take on some of these bigger stacks of Cynocephalians. I'd be relying on the ethereal status to carry me. Look, you're in favor of rolling your R's, but adding them to the end of every word is a little silly. Nidhogger the Lenormand. Yep. Victim. Oh, they have a little nature one boy, ain't that cute? And the Jaguar tribe is in a particularly poor state because those hide shields are granting me +2 attack on them. Which means I'm just going to blender them even harder. Which means we could get on another Abyssian infantry. Miss will get, I don't know, a Great Shield Boy. Lots of good real estate down here. Ah, we have found Marverni. Of course, the Jaguar tribe is here, so I cannot hire a commander. We're up to 18 attack skill on Regenschirm. Oh, Regenschirm is gold-plated now, by the way. And does, in fact, have the firepower. No heat scales here, sadly, but it'll spread. We cut Marverni off, which is good. You wish there were more profit shapes. What's your superpower? Increased attack. Yeah, when you make an Abyssian Warlord a prophet, you gain a new sprite and some stat buffs. Yep. Yeah, prophet shapes are fun. That's only 30 Zods. What if I take this boy? Just give him some of these. I see 90 extra gold per turn, and I desperately want it. As long as they surround the commander, it should be fine. Extra unrest. Raiders from the sea are harrying us. Outstanding. My warlock died. But it's okay, my boys are berserk. So the warlock died, that's unfortunate, but we won. That's 90 gold per turn, so I'm happy. What do we have here? There's a goddamn wind wizard. I hate it. The air elementals are coming. Luckily, Regenschirm is an absolute beast, so he really doesn't care if hawks and whatnot land on him. I feel like we did take some casualties. Yeah, we lost 2 of our burning ones and 7 Abyssian infantry. Time to get a warlock. We can in fact get ourselves an extra burning one. Double yielding axes against birds, yes. Alright, Alaveramon, take the troops and move out. Oh, we do have a lovely underground front. Another goddamn province. Oh, I can actually get commanders here. Fantastic. We'll finally be able to put a castle up. Probably in the Misty Forest. Yeah, I do have a problem where I'm basically blocked in now. Regenschirm does not have enough troops to keep going. Must be getting close to spooky, scary winter. It is. But we're never going to be able to cross this river, sadly. So Regenschirm has no choice but to very slowly go home. Luckily, we have another expansion party moving out. So it's not going to be that bad. Losing one of my warlocks kind of sucks, but it did get us a province early. Was it worth it? Probably not. We could start blood hunting with Malthus. Absolutely nothing happened. 170 ghouls and soulless. That is a lot. what can you cast? I mean, of course, we're gonna need to bless these guys for the reinvigoration. That'll keep them killing. I'm pretty sure we're gonna be able to win out here. We will be benefiting from Heat 1. So that means our boys are gonna be attack 16, defense 7. The banish spell, right? What do you mean? I want to get the reinvig on my boys so they don't pass out and get eaten. I mean, we could do pull from the grave. It's range 25. We could cut down one bless to hopefully do 2 pulls from the grave. And I definitely want to make sure we have some bodyguards. Stalignia. Ghouls are capable of morale failing and fleeing. So at least we'll have that going for us. Where do I build my fort? This will give me access. Okay, 145 gold. Deer Tribe, 130 gold. I guess we'll build it on this forest. Back underground, Regin goes. Circle Cave, correct. Also, welcome aboard, Colin. How you doing? Vifa, it's time for you to go site searching for me. And back to recruiting warlocks for now. I will want to get an Anointed of Rao. But it's more important that I get my first fort up. Alright, this is a bit of a risky fight, I admit. There doesn't appear to be a necromancer in charge here. It's just some of your run-of-the-mill undead. Yeah, a bunch of my boys have not been blessed. Grave pulling is doing terrible things to them. Wow, we absolutely blendered these undead. Fantastic. Did you see that? Calum is in the game. Hey, gold mine! Plus 100 gold per turn. Oh, fantastic. Oh, frabjous day. 9 troglodytes. Ah! Gehennom. 620 shades, shadows, shade beasts, and zots. Huge Anunnaki of the underworld. Alatu, the Anunnaki of the underworld. We're gonna be able to bully this guy, no problem. Kalu Kalay. Do ghouls deal disease? Paralyzing claws. Disease. Bet there's actually 14 troglodytes there. Could be. I am gonna need to get one salamander going. you can only lead 10 men, unfortunately. Considering I'm about to hit Conjuration 3, it's actually time that I start doing nothing but Anathem and Salamanders. Because they're going to be able to do all of that nice fire summoning for me. And we have the goal to begin our first palisade. Which is also going to end up giving us access to some nature magic, which is nice. Magic site in Deep Mount. We found an enchanted gate for a little bit of astral per turn. Fantastic. Oh. Okay, good. Our boy is still alive. I was terrified our boy was dead for a second. Three burning ones. Kinda sucks to lose, but hey. Yeah, we can just continue on. Part of me is thinking about an extra castle down here to recruit from. Cannot get any commanders. How about over here? Caveman Champion. Why not? 13 trogs. Almost got it right. And then we're going to take all our boys and we're going to fight these Cynocephalians. We have Rahab, our first fire boy. He's going to go build a temple on the surface for us. Palisades are going up. Soth de God. Small Sea. What a fantastic name. In Conquest of Elysium, the ghouls create another ghoul when killing something. You sent a bunch of Priest King slaves into a group of 10 ghouls, and then there were 40 ghouls. Ah, you learned the hard way about the joys of ghouls. For a single day, all water had a tone of red, as if tainted by blood. This is obviously a bad omen, and unrest has increased worldwide. We did, however, find 4 water gems. Outstanding. Ah, Alamon is diseased. Fantastic. We only spent 400 gold on this bastard, and he is already dying of old age. That is extremely rude, game. Actually, I do need to get another one to do site searching. Line formation. Hold an attack. Go kill some Cynocephalians. Search for magic sites, and it's time to start scouting the world. Part of me wants to march on Marverni. This would... Oh, I can build a fort directly under the Lyran swamp, and then I'll be able to go up to the surface and give Marverni a bad time, as well as stop them from getting down here. Which I think would be fantastic for me. Are you an EA kind of dude? Yeah, I do like the early age, though. Middle Age Ulm is probably my favorite thing to play in general. But I do find myself going to the early age a lot so I can enjoy my Jotun and other fantastical critters. I want to like the late age more, but it's just too depressing. It's like, oh, everyone is dead and everyone's doing blood magic. Whoop-de-freaking-do. The dogs in LA are sort of cool. Yeah, I know. Everyone loves the Cynocephalians. I experienced what they can do when I played their progenitors. I don't have too much interest in playing them. I like LA Ulm. I like the focus on vampires. Even though I actually have a really bad track record with them. Yeah, those goblins just did not have a good time. I'm trying to think who else. I mean, one of these days I'm gonna have to give late age Rylai another shot. Because I've always liked my Rylai. Damn. Death and lightning. They struck. He killed one of my boys with lightning. That was rude. So how much did that cost me? That cost me 5 burning ones. That is expensive. But I did get a great iron mine for 150 resources and double earth gem per turn. I didn't even have to site search for that. So we've got an earth income now. That is actually really, really good. And I definitely want to throw down a temple and lab here so I can start getting the Cynocephalian shamans. You didn't even realize that it is Cynocephalians. That's funny. Of course it is. And there's even more of them over here, and that's going to be expensive. I think I'm actually going to go back and pick up more troops before I move on. Okay, to the surface, where we are going to build our first set of temples. Another copper deposit. That's nice. We can build a little goblin boy and start building our castle instead of the caveman champion, who's just gonna stick around for now. And we're just gonna keep rolling up here and grabbing all of this real estate, even though this real estate's not worth much. 16 gold per turn, 29 gold per turn. This is not the rapturous income of newer ages. Dormant gods are awakening, but mine hasn't. love seeing all these victories, though. Canyon of Sand. Hey, another free Earth Gem generator. Outstanding. Our boy is slowly dying of old age and disease, and that's okay. Bakrat, give me that palisade. Ooh. Okay, hold on. No. There we go. Go back to recruiting these boys. That gives me some cash. You two can site search. I need to save some money in order to get my hands on... another lab and temple. Cabal's gonna start site searching for me. I'll go ahead and just give him some bodyguards. Regenschirm is gonna keep swooping up here. I should probably go to the surface and capture more stuff there, but there's easy pickings underground, and I should take advantage of that. My god is gonna be waking up soon. Personal stone skin isn't gonna do much for him. Personal mist form will, though. Just looking to see if there's any spells that I really want to give him. Personal mist form is really the only one. Windrunner to make him go fast. Ah yes, personal flight on the Bronze Colossus. That'll be amazing. Sophie! About to hop to bed? Well, thank you for dropping by. Here, let me give you a shout out.
I smell the taint of evil.
You getting sleepy? How you doing, Soph? Have you touched up after your scrap mechanical adventure? Yes, Colin, I took death scales for the extra points. I have gradually lost my fear of death scales. Got a lot to do. Yeah, you've got the beginning of your big stream. By the way, everyone, you should go check out Sophie. Follow her, and she's gonna be doing a charity stream in the near future. Like, tomorrow. Why just one? While I'm gradually losing my fear... Oh! Marverni has declared war on me. Fantastic. You only take one death with Abyssia, though. Otherwise, always grow. I could probably get away with 2 death on Abyssia, since I don't take the negative crop thing. We did find a forgotten village. Hey! We got blood slave income. Outstanding. Oh, everything is expensive. Alright, we've got an early war with Marverni. Well, I had wanted to go to the Hot Hollows. I think we're just gonna have to make some early gains against Marverni. Damn it, there's all this free real estate, but I kinda need to just go get my army to go stomp on Marverni. This would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Regin's in an awkward spot for this, and we are very slow as Abyssians. Death with pop kill nations. Yeah. I do like me some growth, don't get— Oh, hey, our god's awake. This'll help with the Marverni problem. Guess we're gonna start waddling our way over there. He can do earth power, which is good. Then after that, I don't care. Marverni picked a bad time to declare war on me. The bringer of hot tamales is coming. How do you guys think he would do against a swarm of cynocephalians? Probably poorly. We have 28 armor with piercing slash and blunt resistance. We need those boots of stomping. We do have full magic slots, so we could put armor on. Make some black steel full plate for even more protection. We don't have to worry about the encumbrance. I might do that, actually. Just get even more defense going. Yeah, that's worth one turn. Or I could save myself some precious earth gems and just take the black steel plate. Innate spellcaster ability is very interesting. I almost view it as a malice, because it just means he's going to tire himself out casting dumb spells that no one cares about. You haven't really played with it? As far as I understand, Innate Spellcaster is one of the most powerful abilities in the game. Alright, let's just grab the black steel full plate, go full protection, everything should be good. You basically get to cast a free spell every single turn, even if you're in combat, as far as I know. And also, if you are tied with someone else casting spells, you go before them. Or maybe that's the innate spellcaster too. Does it say anything here? Let's see. Innate spellcasters can cast spells the same round they move or attack with normal weapons. Innate spellcasters are never hindered from casting spells in melee. They also disregard spellcasting times. All spells cast at the same rate. That's the huge one right there. So those big spells that take 2.5 turns to cast, you can cast them in 1 turn with Innate Spellcaster. Value indicated indicates the number of spells that can be cast per round. You know what my god could theoretically do? We could load him up with Earth Gems and just have him cast Earthquake every turn. I could start getting some Fire Boys. Hope you find some Crystal Mages or something so you can make the matrices. It's no longer Crystal Forging in Dom 6, by the way. The Crystal Path is now the Meteoric Iron Path. Do I move these boys out? I think I do. Load them up with some fire gems. Crystal Mages are Glamour Earth these days. No mattresses from Crystal Mages anymore. Yep. Phoenix Power into Double Elemental. There we go. Surely that'll assist us. There's a chance I'll just be able to steamroll into Marverny. What are they called? Meteoric Iron. Matrices. Bringer of the Hot Tamale, god of this world, protector of the Holy Mountain, has sensed the locations of stuff. Okay, that's fine. We're gonna hold position in these tunnels because they are very important for me. Gonna stop recruiting a little bit. Part of me wants to get a lab up here going already. However, I need to stop buying... I also would like to get a temple over here to help Dom push onto the surface. So Marverny has decided to declare war on me right away, which is probably going to benefit me more than him. Do I start... What the hell is tamale? Hot tamales are a candy here. They're a spicy, chewy candy. They're very nice. I like them. Do I build the temple? I think I build the temple. Especially if my god is going to be moving in. Actually, and if my god is moving in, we can bring some sacred boys along to bolster the ranks. Bringer of the divine tamale. They've already attacked me, and of course they won, which doesn't surprise me. Alright, Reg and Sherm, you are now in a position to give them a very bad time. Hopefully they don't take Eulathum from me, but they might. If I knock 2 of these boys off, I will be able to build... I could build a lab up here and then get some more magic items to throw on my god. So right now, my god is only fisting people. Fire sword really wouldn't do much. Funny hat's not gonna do much. Enchanted pike would be nice. Or the enchanted spear. Timo, how's your breeding program doing? The breeding program has not yet begun. I actually should begin it. Potato! Welcome aboard! Redeeming arcane knowledge. Alright, one moment. Let me give you a shout out. Arcane knowledge. Alright. I am reaching towards one of my tomes, and I have picked out the Book of Vile Darkness. And I'm gonna look for a spell or two to read you. Or maybe a magic item, it depends on what I find first. Let's see. Absorb Mind, an evil divination spell.
Die, fiendish scum!
The caster eats at least a portion of the brain of another creature's corpse. By doing so, she gains the creature's memories and knowledge to some degree, so that she has a 25% chance of recalling any important fact known to the creature. Family history, recent events, general layout of the creature's stomping grounds, details about the creature's death, important plans, passwords, magic item command words, so on and so forth. Oh, skills, feats, and spells and other such knowledge cannot be attained, sadly. Once the caster rolls to determine whether or not she recalls a fact, she cannot attempt to recall that fact again. So, eat someone's brain, learn a thing. And here it's been a while since anyone has redeemed arcane knowledge, so I'm gonna give you a bonus. Sounds like how you get diseases. The prions are a bonus. Let's see, what? I'll give you one other spell. Let's see. Bone Blade. Necromancy spell. Caster changes a bone, at least 6 inches long, into a long sword, short sword, or great sword. Caster's choice. This weapon has a +1 enchantment bonus on attacks for every 5 levels of the caster. Furthermore, the blade deals an extra d6 points of damage to living targets, and an additional d6 points of damage to good aligned targets. That's actually a really nasty spell. You necromancer now? Yep. All you need is a 6-inch bone. Divine Smite. Who dat? Huh? What? Who Divine Smiting? Where do you see Divine Smites? Early war with Marverni. You should be site searching. have the temple. Your character in D&D was a pally. Ah, I see. What kind of, which, edition of D&D do you play? Do you have a preference for any of the D&D settings? Or are you, roll it on your own kind of fellow? I know some people will almost refuse to play in one of the D&D, like a pre-made setting, and then other people will only play in them. Perhaps you are a fan of the Remembered Realms? You've only played 5th edition, I see. My Book of Vile Darkness is from the ancient times of 3.5. Oh, Anathema Dragon has found 2 sites, Gem Deposit and Stargazer Cliff. Astral Fire. And another 125 income. We are finding some good income sites. Anathema Dragon has found another hidden gem deposit. That's another 125 gold. 250 gold per turn. 10,000 things. 1 earth, 1 fire, 1 air, 1 water, 1 green per turn, 1 nature per turn. 1,000 things is an amazing sight to have. That's 5 gems per turn. Good lord. I am a happy camper, and of course we've got the gold. Starlight Chasm, another Earth, another Astral. We are doing very well on the gem front. And that makes me very happy. Okay, there has been some fights. One of our boys got discovered. It's raining, which is bad for me, but yeah, Marverni, you're in for a very bad time here. Change from Suspicious Wizard into Suspicious Moneybags. Big piles of well-earned gold. Alright, they did try to attack me down here with trash. A couple monkey mercenaries are not going to do you much good. I hope you're not catching fire. Oh. My caveman champion is actually fire resistant, which is very good for him. So this was an extremely profitable turn for me. And now we go to the surface. We finally have our opportunity to construct a lab. I'm holding off on fortress construction. Oh, hold on. We need to get a beast trainer and we can start getting salamanders going in the future. And assassins. Yes, assassins, that'll be nice. We can go down to the Misty Forest and do a site search. Marverni is about to have a very bad time. And that is very pleasing to me. I'm tempted to start site searching with Malphus. At least in a few places. But he's also worth 3 researchers, and I'm not willing to give that up just yet. Geble. Okay, Geble. You are important. Because you're gonna have 5 bodyguards, and it's gonna be Geble's job to start blood hunting for me. Deep Forest is a pretty good contender. You know, 9,900 population is pretty good for blood hunting. And we need to build a temple and lab here anyway, so I can start getting Cynocephalian shamans. We have found Mictlan. Or Mictlan has found us, I should say. I could start recruiting some troops here, but it's very expensive. I may be making good money, but my troops also cost a lot of good money. Stock up on some regular commanders. Getting some assassins going would also be really good. Laren Swamps, we lost our anathemic dragon, but he was diseased, so a stiff breeze probably hit him. Yeah, he got hit by an arrow. Yeah, my big wall of fire is just going to blender through Marverni. Oh, this looks like the main Marverni army. The god of Mictlan has been permanently vanquished. I think I know what happened. So, the AI for Mictlan is not very good, and Mictlan needs to do blood sacrifice to keep their dominion up. Yeah, at the end, his dominion did not touch a single province, so they just suicided. Deslock, welcome aboard. How you doing? Stretch? Alright. And a squat. Alright, and a lift, of course. Alright, let's just, watch these boys fight while I do my squats and lifts. By the way, Potato, how do you feel about necromancy? 1, 2, starting with the lifts, by the way. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and time for some squats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we are. Oh. Well, glad to see Marverni having a hard time. Our boy is going to continue to site search. Our god is going to continue coming forward. We're going to start recruiting assassins here every single turn. I will upgrade this particular palisade into a fortress. Build a lab. Oh, we are a little shy on gold now. Go back to recruiting regular warlocks. Now this means there is very little defending Mictlanese territory. Regenshire, pick up all the boys, and just keep pushing. I'll probably build another temple in the Forest of Pine, because I need to get my Dominion spread. Yeah, I need to build some more temples. We've got the temple here. Let's get ourselves a commander so we can continue our expansion efforts. We found a bunch of gold, which is great, but we need more. Yeah, I'm gonna get a temple in the Lyrian swamps as well, so I can start getting priests. A lot of my resources are getting tied up in that nonsense. I also need to start thinking about getting an anointed of Rao. If I can start sitting on Marverni, that would be great. I'm starting to think that maybe sending my god over here was a mistake. Just because he's going to be in enemy dominion and very low on health. I could start marching him up north, where there's a lot more of my dominion. Getting access to some priests would be really nice. You know what? I'm gonna hold off on building that fortress. I need money for infrastructure. I need a big, strong dominion to carry me. It is winter. I am at my weakest. But if all he's bringing to the field are some monkeys, it's not going to end well for him. So who's this boy? That is just a Marverni chieftain. Oh, how are they attacking my swamp? Well, I have very little defending this place. Can they sail? Is that what's happening here? Vergo, Brett. I am a little confused right now. Unexpected event in Gulm. Strange events. Whatever. I guess they were able to cross over from here to here, which is a bit of a problem. Well, it is fall, so I think what we're actually gonna have to do is hold still for a little bit. We'll go ahead and build that temple. There's gonna be a lot of boys heading our way. Let's swap over to doing Divine Blessing. We have enough boys, and that'll keep our stamina going. Sermon of Courage isn't going to be as needed because our boys are going to be berserking for the most part. We could start getting Deer Tribe Shaman, but I'm not going to just yet. Actually, one Deer Tribe Shaman in order to start site searching. Gonna get another turn or two of recruits. My god is incoming. We do have a lab here now. Let's begin the blood hunting. Get another boy out here. Gonna get another pair of warlords for troop shuffling. And that'll be the last time I recruit a regular commander from my capital. Ooh, they did attack my Misty... No! Oh, you sons of bitches. I didn't think they'd do it, and they did. And I didn't set my boys to retreat. That's a Warlock and a Salamander. That is a lot of gold and movement that I just threw down the toilet. You bastards. My god is going to stomp you flat. Oh, I'm big mad right now. Take my territory back. You sons of bitches. Marverni filth. I don't know, this is not indicating frozen status, so I don't know how they're able to just cross the lake as they are. Alright, let's have our assassin start assassinating. Damn it, that was a pair of my mages. Just gone. Get a temple going here. And we can site search for fire. Research is coming along nicely. We're at Conjuration 4, which means we can start doing nests of salamanders. Once he site searches in Umbra, Cockabell is going to go over to the Tunnels of the Lost, where he can build a lab. Because I can get more salamanders. And start burning through this +8 fire gems per turn. Successful assassination of a chieftain. 2 magic sites, Crystal Cavern and Gem Deposit. 40 gold per turn, Earth and Glamour, and then another 125 gold per turn. Fantastic. Oh, and our god failed. Isn't that great? Our god is already dead. It's because he didn't have his regen. I don't know, I had a bunch of troops here. Okay, they just had infinite enemies. That's why. Yeah, and then they chipped him down. Oh, we did get diseased on our god. Immune to disease. Diseased. Inanimate. Inanimate beings are immune to diseases. Diseased. This is a bug. Alright, not a good showing for the Bronze Colossus. Immune to diseases means that he doesn't actually suffer any negative effects from the disease. Oh, I see. Yeah, and then he got chipped down. He doesn't have the regen. If he had the regen, he'd have won. Alright, that sucks. And then somehow our commander died. Alright, so Marverni is kicking our ass right now. They've killed our god. Our boys are chasing after these two idiots. Yeah, and that allowed them to just surround our commander. Oh, looks like we should have won this. Wow, the Vergobret managed to quarterstaff crit and kill the last guy and win the fight. That is some bullshit. Oh, we got done dirty there. We got done real dirty. Our assassins are doing fine, though. Let's get these assassins over to Marverni to start, well, assassinating. Marverni getting some key wins, huh? Yeah, they are. And I'm very angry right now. Alright, well, time to start wasting a ton of time calling for God. And we gotta get another line of troops to the front. Search for magic sites. Oh, we never searched for astral blood, so that's what we're gonna do. It doesn't help that we are very, very slow. So these were mercenary elephant riders. Or elephants, and we killed them. We lost 2 of our own guys, that's fine. Of course, our Slayer was discovered and killed. Worldwide event has occurred. Unusually harsh winter. That's not good for me. Get that lab going. Attack closest. Stay behind troops. Take the Misty Forest back, goddammit. And I'm up against mighty AI, so this delay is a big problem. It is I don't understand how they were able to get into the Laren Swamp to begin with. That shouldn't have happened. And look, this is not the light blue associated with frozen to frozen territory. Unless it doesn't show it. Yeah, it must be... That's frozen, that's frozen. This should be crossable. Normally it switches to light blue, and I don't know why it's not. Okay, you can go site searching. This boy can do blood hunting. You can start recruiting Cynocephalian shamans. Only 2 enemy candles left in this forest. Our forces defeated the attacking forces from Marverni, not without cost. Their ability to just throw endless trash at me is eventually going to win them the day. Okay, now we start doing anathemate salamanders forever. And we definitely upgrade this to a fortress. I'm gonna have to abandon this temple. We're not gonna be able to take the next wave, I don't think. This would be an opportunity to destroy one of their temples. If I can just hold a little longer. Like, all of their army that was here has disappeared. They didn't go underground. So Marverni is doing something. I don't understand what it is they're doing. But I would describe it as tricksy business. 245 gold for anathemates, salamanders. That is steep. Commander. I need to start taking this neutral territory. I need to keep making money. You too. Call God. Oh, this is the army that went and attacked the forest pine. That's what happened. 3-stream streak. Fantastic, Deslog. We were able to kill a Gootwaiter, but we did die in turn. Battle for the Underworld against Mad Priests from Marverni. Didn't end well for them. Our forces defeated the attacking force from Marverni. 122 kills on our burning ones, but we're running out. Ah, they have a Master Lich that we failed to assassinate. And we have failed to kill Sequani Stargazer. Alright, so our assassins are not performing. Ah, we were able to run these boys off. and burned the temple down. That's excellent. Search for magic sites. Yes, more anathemans. So our assassins aren't doing great, and yeah, Regenshirm's army is basically gone. I have no choice but to abandon the Forest Pine. Actually, he doesn't have much in the way of troops left. Go reinforce him. Yeah, look, now we have the light blue here. I'm willing to put a little bit more into the province defense for now. Two more turns, and I'm going to start moving out to try and take the rest of this territory. Have all of my priests call God, crippling my income, or research income. That great start we had has been squandered. I'm gonna try and grab this Mudwater Cave with some extra troops, because I want more money coming in. And we immediately get an Astral Shaman. Not my first choice, but I'll take it. You know what? I'm gonna get this... I'm gonna get Sotar over to the swamp, and I'm gonna send him underground, because the first anathema I get is gonna start doing nothing but, summoning salamanders for me. Battle in the deep forest, mad flagellants. What is this thing that Marverni is doing to cause me to constantly get attacked by flagellants? We defeated the attacking forces from Marverni. Okay, well, all we have to do is just take these troops and break the siege. Go, we are reinforced. That makes me happy. You cast ritual spell. Wait. Huh? Oh, we're one turn off. Wait, what? Summon spectral infantry. Nest of salamanders. Oh, wait. Nest of Salamanders is a battle spell. I see. I mean, I'll start doing fire drakes then. Demon priests. Hold on. I'm gonna get another temple up here. Then we can start getting demon priests. This place the Lyran swamps get attacked too often for me to want to risk building a temple there. Oh, there's Helheim and Niflheim. So everyone's got cold scales but me. Oh, look, and there's Calum. I actually think this ruinous war with Marverni might cost me dearly. Our military force was, of course, beaten. Deep Forest was at least fine. We've lost all of our province defense here, because of course we have. Great. All of my expansion has been halted because of goddamn Marverni. I am so mad. Alright, Regent Sherm, I need you to preach the teachings of God. Rimmon, to the surface. Okay, we can start getting demon priests. They're not great, but they're better than nothing. Ooh, we've got a double nature boy. Oh, you can start site searching. Fight for the Lyran swamps. We have once again kicked them out. Calum is getting closer. A peddler peddling his wares in the province. Alright, we got a bunch of gems. Alright, that's fine. Kazoo is immediately going to start moving out. Okay, I'm going to take this army and we're immediately going to go sit on Marverni so they stop sending more troops over. And Calum is encroaching on us. Excellent. It is summer, so temperature's gonna be mildly in my favor, at least. We can get some Pale One commanders to ferry troops. Yeah, I'd love to get a temple here. Burning some of their temples down would also be very nice. They're not going to be able to attack the Lyran swamps, I don't think, because nothing's frozen. Caves, victory. Battle of Lapintha, victory. They attacked the Forest Pine and got wrecked. Starting to find some blood slaves, though it is ruffling a few feathers. We can get some air searching done, which is good. I'm gonna get a Burkiti champion. And some Burkiti hunters. These are going to be my site searching chaff. Or, not site searching, blood... Province patrolling for the blood hunting. Iron deposit, no problem. Go, expand, make me more money. Hold an attack closest. 117 gold, yes, we're gonna start making more income again. Call God, I suppose. Send this boy up to build more temples for me. Yes, we can start forging jars of fire. We're gonna make a couple of those. Mainly so I don't have to deal with the logistics. Alright, Regenshire, it is your time. Let's go sit on Marverny. Start assassinating commanders in Tefalia. Ink pot end. Spreads disease. Fantastic. And now Calum has completely blocked me off from expanding upwards. But I really don't want to have to fight the goddamn birds. Calum, can you goddamn leave me alone? Just for one game. Leave me alone. I have had to fight the birds in almost every single game I've done recently. I'm tired of it. Let's get some more salamanders going. You will never escape. Calum once again rearing its ugly beaked heads to mess with you specifically. Yep. I have earned some sort of eternal enmity with the birds. Of course, they attacked the forests of pine. Luckily, they lost. We assassinated a boar lord. We're starting to destroy Marverny. The green sink is ours. Alright, at least we have let Marverny know thoroughly that we are very upset with them. Let's have some more boys call God. Another province is ours. Unrest 41. That's a lot of unrest. Okay, up here we are definitely going to build another temple. Let's start assassinating people in Snake Swamp. Alright, well, we took what we could here. This pale one is going to start waddling over here to pick up fresh troops for the front. I now have access to 4 jars of fire. Which means we have access to a few different things. Nest of Salamanders. Summons 10 salamanders. Salamander asps, small snakes wreathed in flames. They're sometimes nestled in hearths or ovens. Their poison burns with the heat of the salamander. Or we can start doing mass wisps, or we could start doing full-size fire elementals. Probably full-size fire elementals. There we go. 4 fire elementals is a nice start. Coslord, welcome aboard. How's things going? Things are going alright. Ban the burb. Yeah. Yeah, Xanadu. Hydromancy, thank you. We got pulled into a war with someone I should be stomping, but I took a bunch of bad engagements, and while I am still kind of winning, I'm on the back foot. I'm up against mighty AIs. They're starting to overtake me, and it's horrible. Okay, get that guy down there. We're at unrest 33. That's quite a bit. Oh, research queue is empty. That's a problem. Let's go up to infernal breeding. We're starting to make some blood slaves, so infernal crossbreeding is going to be a thing. So things are going fun. Yeah, our god is dead. I need to get him back. Enchantment. Is there anything we actually get of value in here? The personal flight. Fire shield at level 3. Could always just start going down Evo. I mean, being able to throw fireballs is pretty good. Or we keep going down Conjuration. Summon fire snakes, flame spirits. I mean, flame spirits are pretty good. Living fire for many fire elementals. A king of fire. Contact Scorpion Men. Scorpion Man is the most frightening beast that wanders the deserts. It is said that when a Scorpion Man looks at a mountain, the mountain shivers in fear. Oh, fear plays are nice. Corpse candles, nothing. I mean, we could go for flame spirits. Convert those gems into extra mages. Iron Griffins are on the table as our better magic items. Ooh, we have an Earth Holy One. That's rare. How in-depth is this game? You've heard multiplayers this game can go for months. It is extremely in-depth, Murder Dog. Also, wait, were you here earlier? I think you were. Yeah, welcome aboard. How you doing today? Churl, welcome aboard! How you doing? I haven't seen you in a little while. You, easing up on the Dominions content? Dog, the basics of what you're going to be doing when you start a game of Dominions is you'll be going to your capital, you'll be going over here, you see these random troops, you build a bunch of boys, you pick a commander. Usually you want to have the one that has the biggest leadership value. You assign the units within to the commander, and then you send him to go kick ass. Provinces make you money. They also make you magic gems. Good, you've been lurking. You said hi earlier. You're working on a zine. Gotta get it done before another big game. Might sub for a friend, though. He'll stick to his temporary subs and blitzes for a while, since it's not too much. The big thing you'll be doing, Murder Dog, is at the beginning of the game, heck, even before you actually start the game, you'll need to make a pretender god. Whether or not you want it to be your self-insert is up to you, but you'll be designing the boy who is attempting to actually win the game. It will be a unit that can appear on the field. You pick what kind of magic. No, why not a real god? Well, the real god left. The Pantocrator has left the world. No one knows why, but his throne is sitting empty. So now all of the other aspiring gods who are not being imprisoned or kept down have their chance to rise up and claim true godhood. Hence, pretender gods. Here, I will actually save and quit to show you. Tools and manuals. Create a pretender god. So, there's 3 different ages to choose from. They're characterized by the early age has more fantastic critters. The populations are lower, and thus the gold income is lower. Tech is lower. You're going to be up against a lot of naked or half-naked barbarians. And there's a lot more magical power to go around. Lots more magic sites, and so on and so forth. And then as you go later and later in the ages, there's less and less mythological creatures. The populations, and thus the gold, goes up and up and up. Technology like plate armor and crossbows starts increasing. But the number of magic sites providing you with gems starts going down and down as you go into the late age. And each age has its own list of nations you can play. As you can see, there's a lot of them. And a lot of the nations also, if they actually survive through the ages, they undergo some rather radical changes. Some of them don't, like Arcocephale. They stay mostly the same throughout the 3 ages. But Ulm goes from Conan the Barbarian-style hordes of angry German barbarians. Then they become the Black Iron Legions. Look, I'm not a big Arco guy, Churl. So you pick a nation. Here's this. Ulm, the Forges of Ulm is my favorite nation in the game. They're very aggressively German. They've got their black steel plate armor human infantry. And then you get to pick the form of your god, or aspiring god to be. From a regular mortal man attempting to take a shot at godhood, big spooky monsters that people worship. These are good for actually winning early battles for you by just going in and chomping on things. Pick your flavor of dragon. Then you've got the Titans. Titans are very specific use case scenarios. They're kind of the hardest to use, but they also have a lot more that you can accomplish with them than, say, Something like this big spooky dragon, you open up by eating things with it, but eventually it's going to start falling off. You can start tailoring your titans because they have a full set of equipment they can wear. They tend to be more limited on what magic they can take, but they have a decent breadth of magic that they can use right off the bat. And then you've got your removables. So if you want to worship a tree, that option is there for you. And then, of course, once you start making your tree, you pick what kind of magic they know. If you want more points to work with, you can put them to sleep for the first year or 3 years. You can choose what kind of world they herald in. So the tree is bringing in the land of milk and honey. 3 growth. Lots of babies happen. Forests can spontaneously grow out of nowhere, so on and so forth. Land of productivity or sloth, I bet you can guess what that does. The land of hot and cold. The land of magic or no magic. And of course, what kind of blessing do you give to your valiant soldiers in combat? You get bless points for every magic path you take after the first, I believe it is. And then you get to pick from this big ol' list. And what you can and can't take is based on the magic paths you took. So I would need at least 3 air magic on my boy in order to have awareness. But other than that, the points you get for taking the paths can be distributed anywhere you want. So even though I took a bunch of water and earth magic, I could put everything into heroism. Can you get more magic points later on? Yes, you can. The magic gems that you find in the actual game can be used to empower a mage. That first point, to go from 0 to 1, is always the biggest step, which is why on a lot of Pretender Gods, you're going to want yourself to either have a very specific goal in mind for what you're doing with their magic, or you pick one of the little humans, which are usually referred to as rainbows, because they can very cheaply just put a point into everything. So you've made your god, you name him. Here's a bunch of the gods that I've created in Dominion 6. Your favorite paralysis demon is an utter vast. It is actually incapable of using any sort of item, but it is also a giant astral horror from beyond time and space, and it does bad things to people. We have Charon, the god of death, unexpected visitor, high time preferences purchases. This is just a dude. The Magister Supreme. Old Man Yells at Cloud is one of my titans. Yeah, there are also magic items you can use to further boost yourself. Onerous Municipal Bylaws. The Monolith. If you worship this monolith, you will grow larger. Of course, our god for this one is the Divine Hot Tamale Bringer, who died immediately, which is really annoying. Terrible Terry Tate, the son of Fenrir. He's a big old doggo. He comes with doggos in battle. The chassis of the gods you can take are vary depending on which nation you pick. So, you notice we didn't see this spooky vine dragon when we were looking at the Ulmish gods, because Ulm would never worship this disgusting thing. Hope that's a good little overview of the things you do in this game. Continue old games, Spicy Boys. And then the other important thing that happens is actually casting spells. So you go over to your research menu. These are the schools of magic. You research the schools of magic individually. You got Conjuration, Alteration, Evocation, Construction, Enchantment, Thaumaturgy, and Blood Magic. So you go over here to, like, Alteration. And you might be scared by this big, long, nasty list of spells. Don't be so scared of it. So, we researched level 1 Alteration. We have access to all these spells. And you go, oh god, there's all these spells. What do I do? Well, let's look at the boys I have. I have Fire. And I have pretty much only Fire. Yeah, I've got Blood. We're not going to think about that. We've got a little bit of Astral. So we go back here, we look at Alteration. Well, there's no Astral spells here. I can't cast them with those guys. In fact, I have none of these paths, so I actually cannot cast any of these spells at all. I do have boys with Fire, so they could cast Distill Gold. So suddenly, most of this doesn't matter. And if we press F, we can see all the Fire spells. Most of my boys have 2 Fire. This spell requires 2 Fire to cast. Simple enough, yeah? Ooh, Hellscape. What is this? The caster calls on the fires of Rao to curse a distant province with blistering heat, smoke, and wildfires. It will erupt from the very ground, and it will burn with unnatural heat. The Hellscape will appear as an unnatural event, but those affected will not know it is you who cast the curse upon them. Nice. There's 2 flavors of spell for you to cast. There's in-battle magic, and then there's rituals, which have the little pentagram. Rituals are cast outside of combat. Combat spells are cast in combat. I know, amazing. I wonder how many fire elementals I would have to bring to Marverny to score a victory. I would definitely like to consume the rest of their territory. I probably could, too. Take Hatifas and start moving out. The game is as deep as an ocean, though. You can play this for years and years and years, and you'll have a general grasp of what you do, but you're gonna continually be learning little intricacies of what you should be doing. And Calum has declined our offer of neutrality, because of course the birds would do that. Let's look at the Battle of the Womb. The actual battles themselves, once you're in battle, you have no control over it. Your boys fight, they throw themselves at one another like you're a kid holding a pair of dolls and bashing them into one another. What you do have control over is you can choose a formation, like if you want them to be arranged in a line. And your commanders, you can script up to 5 actions, which for the most part only applies to mages, because you'll be telling the mages to cast up to 5 spells. 101 unrest in the Womb province, by the way. There's definitely something unpleasant going on here. You might have a grasp on a couple of nations by the time the next Dominions comes out. Yep. Hey, we've got a Death Mage. Outstanding. This boy is going to start making monthly fire in a jars. Troops for the front line. The temple is up. Let's start preaching the teachings of God. We could do a blood sacrifice. must have blood slaves. Oh, I see. Alright, hold on. We'll preach the teachings of God. We have some people coming to the surface. We'll bring some blood slaves along. I have never really played a nation that does blood sacrifice. Or if I did, I never made use of it. Oh, we can preach the teachings of God with our prophet while sitting on Marverni. That is funny. Take one guy and put him out here, so he's technically continuing the siege. $50 more boys are on their way. I may as well go through Azamar. We can probably handle the Pegasus Knights. I need to start taking Marvernian territory, because as you can see, they're spreading around, and that is unacceptable. Have all of these priests call God. As soon as God's back, we're going to stop hiring them. Once I can start cleaning up Marvernian territory, everything will be good. Most nations pay 600 gold for a new temple. Others don't. My scouts are being discovered. Which is fine. God. There we go, our patroller will be here. I don't trust my ability to deal with shadows without some priests, and that's just not on the cards right now. Alright, let's perform a blood sacrifice. Line formation. Hold an attack closest. Our mages are slightly up front, which will give them time to summon their fire elementals. And hopefully we'll be able to start pushing into Marvernian territory with that. Of course, Marverni is building a bunch more forts, which is unfortunate. Have this boy upgrade the deep forest, because I have a feeling that Calum is going to jump on me eventually. Unfortunate, yep. Ponicus, welcome aboard. So you can't improve your blessing later on? Not really, no. There are... So the primary thing that they want you to do in order to win is to capture thrones. This is a throne province. As you can see, it's got a big fat stack of undead on it that I'm not ready to deal with. These thrones, when you capture them, you send a level 3 priest or your god to go claim them, and they'll give you a bunch of beneficial things, usually magic gems. But a lot of the thrones do improve your blessing, but that's the only way you can get more blessings. One of the things that you choose when you make your god is how strong your dominion is, which is the lands that come under your influence. Lands that are under the influence of a god will have candles on them, white candles for yours, black candles for the enemy. Your boys get a morale bonus if it's your dominion, and a morale malus if it's the enemy dominion. As well as every turn, a province will attempt to tick over to whatever you set your dominion to. So if I'm a spicy 4-fire boy, every turn, a province with my dominion is going to start getting spicier, or at least try. It's not guaranteed every turn, but it'll start leaning that way. So some people like to take really terrible scales to get lots of points, so burn everything to the ground, yep. I mean, we're playing the Lava Boys, so that's fine. Okay, we can patrol the province. I could get some extra Cynocephalians to assist in the patrolling. They're really expensive, though, and I don't want to pay for that. Everyone is calling God. Our God got wrecked earlier because I made a stupid decision. Alright, let's see if this army can hold its own. We are at the 3.5 hour mark, so I'm probably going to wrap up after this particular turn. We're not going to be winning this game anytime soon. Is there an age you prefer playing over another? I like... The funnest nations are kinda in... how do I say? I prefer the early and middle ages. The early age just has a very, very wide variety of fantasy critters in it for you to run into and deal with, or play as. I do really like the Middle Age, though, because the Middle Age has some of my favorite nations, like Ulm, Middle Age Ulm, and Middle Age Marignon. It's been a while since I played Marignon. I think the last time I played them, I won in one sitting, because they have disgustingly powerful sacred ponymen. LA has the unfortunate problem of everyone turning into a blood sacrifice party. Yeah, even my favorite late-game nation, LA Ulm, they become a vampiric blood nation. And a lot of the fantasy critters are just gone in the late age. You were so excited for Pyrene, and then they go full blood. Yep. Except for the Jotuns, for some reason, who are inexplicably doing just fine. That's because they're just big dudes. Try Blood Marignon in LA? You had fun in your game. I don't want to... Oh, I forgot to pick up the troops that were here. There's 5 boys here that I'm paying upkeep for and not using. At least Pyrene is an interesting take on blood in LA. Yeah, they go for the seduction, don't they? Now that I have a temple here, I can hire a couple of priests to assist in the preaching. I definitely prefer early age Xibalba over any of the other Xibalbas. Let's see, what are some of my favorite nations in this game? Early Age Xibalba, Early Age Niflheim, Early Age Muspelheim. Middle Age, I love Middle Age R'lyeh. I love Middle Age Ulm, Middle Age Marignan. Late Age, I like Ulm. And Jomon is alright. Jomon is the only nation in the whole game that I've actually won a multiplayer game with. Battle in the Lyran Swamps. Of course, we lost a priest. Nation rejoices. The bringer of the divine hot tamale has reawakened. Fantastic. Gebeleth was ambushed in a house while performing his duties, examining two young girls living there. Let's see, do we successfully fight the parents off? 3 bodyguards. Yeah, so much for those parents. Serves them right for not offering up their daughters for the sacrificial altar. Plus 10 province income in defense. Fantastic. Barbarians attacked and got their ass beat. The house is on fire. Oh yeah, a bunch of flaming men entered. Battle for Golem range. How'd this go? We've just got a bunch of boys. Pretty solid win. Did we find any magic sites? No, we did not. Alright, this is going to be a slightly larger battle. And this is when I need to find out if my fire elementals are going to do the job. Oh good, the fire elementals are going out front, in front of my other boys. They're ethereal. 75% chance for any non-magical attack to do nothing. Unfortunately, we have very low power right now because they are fire-powered and it is very cold out. They do have 70 hit points and fire shield, though, which means you shouldn't mess with them. Uh-oh. I don't like that. Oh, no. No, I don't want to lose my mage core. Please retreat before you kill my mages, please. Oh, thank God. No, no. That guy's berserking. Yep, that's 2 of my mages dead. God damn it. They're 300 gold a pop. Once, when you were playing Early Age Abyssia, you got a random event saying a law against sodomy has been passed, which gave +1 order and +2 unrest. I remember being a little dumbfounded. These guys are lava men. They're born from magmatic rock. You don't think they had the capacity to, so... Look, they can crossbreed. We know that they can crossbreed with demons, so they could do that. You want less blood. Yeah. So our god is back. And he is permanently limping, and there's no way to get rid of that limp. No, sorry, it's not effective for crossbreeding, says the state. Yep. Alright, I'm gonna send my god north to start stomping things. We could try and fight the Cynocephalians. What do you guys think? Are we gonna lose our god immediately to a bunch of Cynocephalians? We're gonna find out next time, because I'm done for now. Dancing lights. Losing 2 mages and their jars really sucks. I'm gonna keep stomping around Marverni territory and burning down any of their exposed temples. Well, he can summon earth power now, which will help him from fatiguing out. Are the fire elementals permanent or just temporary? In most cases, in-battle summons do not stick around. I think there's a few things that are exceptions to that, but don't count on it. Anyways, I am going to wrap up for now. Hope you guys enjoyed. Who is around for us to pay a visit to? Runa is still doing Sekiro. Voice is doing XCOM. Could have sworn I saw someone on this list doing Fire Emblem, but no. Is anyone doing Dominion 6? No, apparently it's just me. Thanks to the stream, no problem. Asphodel's Carrion are the only exception to the rule of summoned units don't persist after... No, well... Can't you bring... No, that's an out-of-battle summon, though. I was thinking of the Shade Beasts. Kishawa is doing Fire Emblem, the Sacred Sword.
Your best unit's
Sacred Stone. You know what, yeah, I will pay him a visit. I like me some Fire Emblem. A little bit of Sacred Stones. What shall our raid message be today? Spicy boys on the march. There we go. That'll be all from me for tonight. Until next time, take care.